Last year I wasted maybe 400 grand just on development hours spent just on products that I was building and testing and trialing. It cost me a lot of money to find out what not to build. Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel, where I'll be talking all things AI, automation, and how to implement these systems into your business. Such a hot topic right now, and I've been pondering on this YouTube channel for a while. Why should you listen to this? What information am I going to be giving out? There's no course, there's no upsell, there's none of that shit. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know if you're a business owner, or if you're a young entrepreneur, you're wanting to get into AI automation and start selling these systems to businesses. I have a lot of clients. I've been doing this for the past 5 years. I don't sell any courses or templates or anything like that. You know, to do what we do at a scale that we do here in Australia, Gold Coast, that's where our office is, it takes a lot of time. So I don't have any time to create content or you know, create courses or sell you those kind of things. So I'm just here and I'm going to give you everything that I know for free. And I'm going to tell you everything that other people are probably selling you shit for free. So if you're that guy that's selling that stuff, sorry, apologies, there goes your business. But you know, let's roll into it firstly about who we are, what we do, what we offer, so that you know you're not taking information from someone who doesn't actually work in the space or do anything. And I was having this discussion this morning with a client, a big real estate client actually, and they were talking about, and I had to explain like what's out in the marketplace right now as far as like AI automation and these systems go. There are so many people that build AI systems and automations. There's not a great deal of people that are putting their hand up, one, to go through and work with businesses side by side and go, okay, how do we automate your whole business, like start to finish? A lot of people are productizing items, which yes, it makes a lot of sense, but it is also a very small business model where a lot of those things are always going to have to be jumping from, you know, makes people making chatbots or all the N8N templates and everything like that. Do I think that's a business model that works? Yes. Do I think it's a sustainable one that works long term? No. And it's exactly why I don't do it. And it's also the reason why doing what we do, which is go in, consult with businesses, build out digital infrastructures or systems that they can scale and grow, and they implement them into their business and manage them, is because that's a long-term business model with those, you know, entrepreneurs or business owners of those brands. And it's very, very valuable. If you can get in with these businesses, provide value, and they're going, okay, great, I'm spending X amount of money with you, I'm saving this amount. It's like the chances of you losing that client, you would have to be doing something very stupid or not providing value, or just drop off the face of the earth completely. So it's a very sustainable business model, as we're selling N8N templates or chatbots or stuff like this. I think it is, you know, that's going to be phased out very quickly. So that's not what I teach. If you want to go through that process, there's a gazillion other school communities where they've all just copied each other, and yeah, you can go do that there. There's people that do that day in, day out. But if you want to actually build, you know, systems into businesses and know how I implement these systems into businesses and sustain that, you know, retainer or that income with those business owners, that's what I'm going to teach here, and that's what we're going to go over as well. And if you're like very, very new, look, it's going to be a little bit of you're going to have some very steep learning curves. I'm going to go through mistakes that I've learned. And then also, if you're a business owner as well, a lot of this information will be helpful to you. One, you're going to understand what's currently out in the market, what to look out for, what to ask developers or agencies. You know, what information do you need to present to them, or what information do you need to ask them for before proceeding with someone, and go through those like processes. Because a lot of, you know, clients that I've dealt with, you know, you guys are making me a lot more money because you're messing shit up, and they come to me, and yeah, I might be a little bit more expensive, but I get the job done and it works well. They don't have to worry about it. There's peace of mind when they get to come work with, you know, me on my team. So yeah, probably who are we as well? So we are based out of the Gold Coast, been in automation for 5 years now. I've always had a passion for like systems and operations. So that's where my niche is. Don't come from a marketing background or anything like that. Also owned, I've tried most businesses, online, construction, service, coaching, all those businesses I've tried and had some really good ones as well, and a lot of success with them. But I was always I was just passionate about systems, and systems are just, I didn't even care about sales for so long. I just wanted to build the systems. And yes, that's good, but essentially you can only build, you can only scale a business so much. No sales, there's no systems. Doesn't matter how good your systems are, no one's going to run through them anyway if you've got no sales. So that's probably my cornerstone thing that I had to learn at a later date, is how to sell and how to market myself as well. And you probably haven't seen us out in the marketplace as much with content and marketing and advertisement. I literally just started marketing our business last week. We put on our very first ad. And why is that? It's because all of our work has come off referral. I've maybe a little bit old school like that, where I've bootstrapped everything, and I've just gone, okay, great, deliver for a customer, let that customer be our marketing, and let them go out and tell other business owners, what our services have been like and how to experience it. And I've had a steady flow like that for a long time now. But as I'm starting to get a little bit more, time on my hands and grow out and scale out our team, I'm starting to look at those other avenues and start to work with a lot of different business owners. So for us, we have got we actually got the biggest AI automation agency service in Australia. Now, someone might challenge me on that, but I don't see anyone else doing it at that scale. We've got a large office in the Gold Coast, work with like hundreds of different businesses, every single niche, and we've built some crazy tools and had a lot of success within businesses as well. So we'll break some of those down in a later section, but this is more of just an intro. Who you're receiving your information from. Am I going to be making these super crazy edited videos? No, I don't have the time to do that. I'm going to try keep these videos into a 10 to 15 minute clip like this. I don't need it edited. I'm not going to need it to be clipped up. I'm not reading off no script. The shit is just coming from my experience and what's actually working and what's not working in the space. So if I was you right now, just leaving you guys with some advice. 2 things. If you're a business owner, you're probably confused on like where to start, what to automate. A really good one, there's a book you should read. Buy Back Your Time I'll put the link down below anyway. There's a time and energy audit in that book. Do it. It'll give you a list of items that you should automate as well. I'd really focus on that. I actually just took the wrong exit here as I'm driving. And then also from there, now why do I say time and energy audit in that book, Buy Back Your Time, is because it has a very good, clean structure of how to delegate and have a look at what things you should be automating in your business. And the second thing is to start writing out systems and processes. Understand, okay, what are like the top 3 things in my business right now that we can automate? Like, what are they? What are the things that are making us the most amount of money where we can start automating? We're looking for those heavy areas where there's so much data entry or human interaction or conversations, whatever it may be. It's really important to try to single this out right now. If you're coming to someone like me, I want to know these things straight away, because I could build you an email automated responder or whatever, an AI agent that's going to monitor your emails. Is it going to save you money? Yes, probably save you a little bit of time. Do I think that's where you should start? No. If you had an AI agent that quoted up any inquiries that came through your inbox and provided that customer with a quote instantly, now that's going to make you a lot of money, because quoting jobs, whether you're a plumber, whether you're a builder, whether you're a coach, whatever it is, if you're able to get back to people straight away with an actual price or quote, or whether you're an aircon installer, doesn't matter. Being able to do something like that, that's going to make your business a lot more money a lot quicker. You can work on the smaller stuff later on. So that's my advice to business owners. If you're looking to get into the space and you're a young, entrepreneur or even seasoned, it doesn't matter. It's going to depend on, one, your capability, how much money you have as well, because a lot of this stuff does cost money and time. You might be in a position where you can hire, a developer or find someone to partner with or anything like that. I'd be looking to try build out or partner with people as well. It's going to be a lot easier. I think this is something that I made a mistake with earlier on in many businesses, is trying to partner up with someone like this. If you're the tech person, great, be the tech person. Try get someone in marketing or who can do social media or both, and just trying to find those opposite niches in your industry as well. I would start with one niche as well. I made this mistake earlier on. I've been broad, working with every industry ever since. Yes, did I do well in it? Could I got off the ground a lot easier with a lot less money spent? I think last year I wasted maybe 400 grand just on development hours spent just on products that I was building and testing and trialing. It cost me a lot of money to find out what not to build. And I don't think, and that's because I was so broad with what industries I worked with. So find someone that, or a niche that the most about, whether it's coaches, whether it's builders, whether it's plumbers, whatever it may be, or it might even be a contact that you have. You might have a mentor that has, 20 gyms or whatever it may be. Find someone that has the information about those systems and those services that you have. I think that's going to be the best start for you. And then try to understand, like the main 5 problems that those businesses are having, and then build out your solutions around that, especially if you're starting out, because you're not going to have the resources to work with every niche at the start, or you can, but you're probably going to waste a lot more money than what you need to, and then branch out from there. I think also just stop watching all the shit videos online. This is one thing. I got trapped into this quite a few times now. There's so much like clout and videos. A lot of people that are, there's people that are doing development, and I speak to a lot of these guys that are actually working with businesses and developing these products and services, and none of them have any social media. Well, they should, but it's just such a heavily dense job at the moment that they don't really have the time or resources to even start delegating, time to it. So if you are taking advice of people off social media or Instagram, ask yourself, are they content creators or, business people that are implementing these systems into businesses? And that's kind of my question. Otherwise, you're probably receiving information from people who are just content creators, or they're promoting an affiliate link or anything like that. So just be careful of those things. Other than that, that's enough for today. It's at 15 minutes. I'll be back in a couple more days. If you have any questions, or if there's something that you want me to talk about or discuss, make sure you drop it in here. More than happy to talk about it, give you everything that I know, learn in this niche and in this industry.